Nah, because my problem with Will is this, right? Number one, you fell in love with Jada, right? I don't think he fell in love with Jada, the person. I think he fell in love with Jada Pinkett, the ideal.
It's possible. It's been a long time now, so it's like that idea has been alive for a long time in his head, at least.
And the thing is, like we said last week, like he's having a very hard time. And I like shitting on niggas because like it's funny, and like we can comment on their lives because they put it out there, right? And so like we sit here, we look at our lives, we compare it, and we're like, that's some fuck shit. And like I'll be honest with you, like Will Smith has been in some fuck shit for the longest time. I just don't believe it. And like the biggest lesson out of it is like niggas just have to choose the right woman to be with, because like like now she coming out saying she wish she never slapped him, but like he was laughing when he was walking back from the slap itself. Make it make sense to me. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Especially
any real
from the
woman
outside looking in, it makes no sense.
And I'm drawing the line. I don't give a fuck. Any
Yikes.
Real woman, right?
Yikes.
Would not allow her man to embarrass himself like that at all. Any real woman, right?
I mean, but you can't stop a person. I'll play devil's advocate because it's like physically, what was she supposed to do? Jump on top of him and stop him from going up there?
She jump on the top of other niggas. Why can't she jump on top of him?
Oh, no. You're starting early. Like, we're literally like 4 minutes in. Like,
Nah, you brought up a good point. But yeah, she's hopping on top of other niggas. She can't hop on top of him to
everybody is responsible for their own choices they made. He chose her.
No, 100%. 100%. But like,
led down to choices that how it went down,
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, he chose you, and because he chose you, you have a career. You have the Red Table Talk. You have a production company now. Like, you're doing a whole bunch of shit. If you never ended up with Will, Tupac dead. You would have not had shit. You would have just been Tupac's widow, and that's all you would have made out to be. What else was she in? What, The Matrix? Nigga, The Matrix that she was in was trash.
She was on Halle Berry level, like back in the day. Like, she was fine. She was that black heartthrob,
No, yeah, she's fine, but like
she was working at least off her looks, if anything. But what I will say is like,
and that's cool, but like, nigga, really, you think without Will Smith she would be where she at right now?
Talking about right now in present time, just like about what you just said, her recent statement, it's like, damn, you can never have this nigga back. Like, even in the event that he tried to defend you, or what he thought he was defending you, you couldn't even have his back. Like, why can't you have his back? Why can't you have his wife look like his partner one time?
Because she's having other partners more than one time, nigga.
Jesus Christ. It's like, it's so hurtful to watch him like
do all of
for her
stuff
love
for her.
Almost. Yeah. It looks like he's like fighting for her love, and then every chance she gets, she's like, I don't love him, right? He doesn't satisfy me, right?
That's the
I miss Tupac,
shit.
right?
That's the wildest shit, because it's just like when she first talked about the entanglement with August, she was like, I wanted to feel good. I'm like, bitch, what did you say? And then I realized I was listening to another podcast. Shout out to Matt Hoffa and what's it called? My Expert Opinion. That's his podcast or whatever. And I learned that she had also said that she didn't want to marry this nigga, and that she wanted a divorce from this nigga. Like, she said this I think she said this on the Red Table Talk. So now here I am a week after we saw this wild shit, right? And here I am advocating for men's rights, because here's the fucking problem.
Men's rights. Oh my God.
Yes.
Okay.
Men need
you taking bashing her to a whole nother level.
Nah, listen,
now.
Let me finish.
Jesus Christ.
Let me finish. I promise you this is not bullshit.
Go ahead.
I promise you.
All right. I hear you.
As a man, you should be with people who love you for who you are and will tell you that your actions are enough so that you don't have to overdo it. When you are
Absolutely,
with
but hear me out.
somebody should
You,
be, when you're with somebody, they should be able to respect you as a man. They should be able not to do things that may put you in a compromising position. They should not make you
I
look stupid in front of people. If they
I
have something to
agree.
say to you, they should say it to you one on one from a person that they care about to them. Another thing is this: a nigga should be able
Mhm.
to leave a marriage if he's not fucking happy without having to pay that bitch
That's
alimony. Bitches can leave. Bitches can
I'm a
leave.
realist. I'm a
They
realist.
can
I
leave
understand.
relationships just by waking
Uh-huh.
up one day and being like, "I don't love you no more." Bitch, what you mean? I invested my money into you. I invested my life into you. You know
Mm.
how many hoes is out here? Nigga, me and you talk about the explore page all the time. Like, you know how
Oh
many
my
hoes is out here, my nigga? Like, you can't be
the
sitting here
Satan's
talking about,
lair. Satan's lair is the explore page. It's nothing
like,
but
you
the
can't.
devil when you
Like you can't
scroll
be
in.
sitting here talking about, and this is Will Smith we're talking about here. Like I
I
was talking to
know.
my girl today. I was like, "Yo, Will just need to let one of his hoes speak so we can have some fire against his bitch."
He got
And then
them
she
on
was
lock.
like,
He hasn't had one slip up. He hasn't had one
and you got this nigga
mistress.
August now, but making another song in the midst
I
of what's
know.
happening right now,
It's
and he's going to
so
write a book about your
messy.
entanglement. Come on,
It's
man, yo, like
so messy.
he's really going through something, and
My
I feel
only thing
bad that he
is,
is.
okay, here I go. Here I go. And I hear what you're saying, and I believe what you're saying, and I believe in men's rights also. If you put it like that, I do believe in men's rights. But what I'm saying is, and what we have to keep in mind is Will chose her and Will continues to choose her. It's
Because
all about choice.
Will
It's
ain't
all
know any
about choice.
better.
Listen to me. Listen to me. He chose her in the 90s when she was in love with Tupac and he just wanted to be that bad boy rapper, but he was the clean cut guy, but he still wanted that image of being a tough guy, yada, yada, yada. So he pursued her for some reason or somehow he got her. She even was like, listen, I'm still in love
Yeah,
with Pac. I'm waiting for
Independence Day.
Pac. And Pac was going to do, world tours and she was going to do movies and such and such. She ended up with Will, however the fuck time goes on.
Independence Day. MIB. That's why she ended up with that nigga.
He was a superstar. He was the man.
Fresh Prince
He
of
was
Bel Air. She knew
Hollywood's
exactly what she was doing.
right,
She's a demon, okay?
right.
That's what she does.
But he kept choosing her. He could have walked away at any point. He could have walked away at any point. He still can walk away, but he refuses.
You
Like,
know why?
what spell is he under that he can't walk away? At a
I can
certain
tell you
point, it's
why.
like, you fool me once. All right, okay, you make me look bad. Now you fool me twice. I can't. Hold on. What's happening here that you keep fooling me and I can't figure it out or get out of here? What is he? What is spell is he under? The kids is grown. They can get a divorce. They
Hey,
can
let
be
me tell you
legally
something.
separated like Kim and Kanye.
Here's the issue, and this is why now I'm gonna take a more will support stance, even though I think he's a bitch ass nigga, right?
See, you confused. You're all over the place. You don't know what you believe.
Hey, listen, the duality of man. When I tell you, right, me myself, I look for all the nuances. I can like somebody and want to support them and still think they're a bitch ass nigga. That's just what it is.
I
But listen,
guess.
listen, because he's a bitch ass nigga for slapping Chris. I'll tell you that right now. I'm gonna
Oh
tell
no,
you that right now.
absolutely,
But
absolutely,
with the
absolutely.
trauma he's going through,
Mm-hmm.
think about this. Think about how many times we have people who come from single parent homes that
Okay.
get in toxic relationships
Mm-hmm.
because there is a need within them that they're trying to fill from that toxic relationship that they didn't get from their parents.
Okay.
Right. And this is
It
something
happens, I'm
I
sure.
understand. And I understand
Mm-hmm.
this because
Mm-hmm.
that was me a couple of years ago, right? Like you want somebody's affection and somebody's attention so much that you're willing to make yourself look like a fucking idiot.
But on this scale and at this frequency,
He's human. You see, here's the problem. He's Mr. Hollywood, right? So his life is already was supersized, right? So of
mm-hmm.
course, when he has issues like these, they're going to be supersized. They're going to be in the
Right.
tabloids. They're going to be in the news. We're going
I
to talk
understand
about
it.
it every single time and call her a bitch for what she's doing. Niggas, like girls are talking about it at the nail salon. Niggas is talking about it at the barbershop. Like this, like because you know why? Because you're Will Smith. You are one of the most loved people that we've ever gotten, especially as a black man. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? The most revered, the most
You're
respected,
not
like
wrong.
actor in Hollywood is a nigga. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. But here's the issue, right? You went and luckily because you stayed off the internet, you was able to get to a point to live everything out, right? And
Mm-hmm.
everything was scripted for you. You didn't there was no scandals before. Like you had the thing with the first Aunt Viv, that shit got thrown in the back burner, nigga. Like we
Real
heard
talk.
about it
They
because of
pushed
the
that under the
internet.
rug. Yeah,
Like
yep.
we heard that
And that
because of
was
the
years
internet.
later.
And then they patched things up, and we was like, "Oh, that's cool," because they did it during the Fresh Prince reunion. Like they did
Right.
it at
I
the
remember
most
that.
amazing time when everyone's grown now, and
They
now we
had
can
both of them up
understand.
there.
Yeah, and now we're grown. We can understand. You know what? Things happen. Miscommunications happen. You may really have beef, but when you get older, you realize, you know what? We still had a moment. Let's try to fix it. Like we learned lessons, right? And he stayed off the internet. The minute that you felt like when content like short form content was becoming the king,
Mm-hmm.
Will, and a lot of people have been talking about this. He needed to figure out how to get that spark back because there's a lot of movies he put out in the last couple of years. Ain't a lot of fire in there.
That
It ain't
movie with his CGI face on it.
Gemini Man. I ain't gonna lie. I enjoyed
Yeah.
the action in it. It could have been done way better though.
Right.
The ending was like I was like, what the fuck, man? I would have killed that nigga, bro. Fuck out of
This
here.
this King Richard thing, I
Nigga,
guess, is pretty
me, a
good.
clone of myself. You think I'm gonna let that young nigga run wild? That nigga gonna have the knowledge I
It
have
was
now.
such a
You think I'm gonna let that nigga run wild?
it was just a
Crazy.
stretch of an idea, and it was just like, okay, this is all right. This is
And
what
it
you
was
do
a
with it.
great idea, but like there's a different way. And then like After Earth, he had a couple other ones. I mean, Pursuit of Happiness, fire. King Richard, I ain't gonna watch that shit because fuck Richard too, because we know why I feel about that.
Right. I mean, they ain't make it seem like that way at the Oscars. It was like, yeah, Richard fought for his family, and he was a
Yeah, he had
hero.
6 other kids before that he left
I
behind.
was like, I wonder if his other kids think so. I
Yeah,
wonder if
exactly.
they
Like,
feel the same way about him.
but
I
like
mean,
he's on a different level than most people. So now when we're seeing that Under the Armor is just a regular nigga, it's wild
it's
because the
some
issues
domestic
that he's
issues going
having,
on. Yeah.
you would expect a Hollywood couple to kind of be in that type of world because they're famous. They can get whoever they want, right? But the manner in which we found out about it and the bullshit that we had, he said at the red table talk looking like he was broken.
Yeah. That
Boom.
meme, that
He's never,
meme going
and the
away.
second thing, he's never been used to criticism like this before. Nobody, like I said, he's
That's
been
not
clean.
true. He's
Not
always
for
been
his
in the
personal,
public
not for
light
his
though.
personal life though. Like when it comes to his movies and stuff like that, his roles that
Right.
he chooses, yes,
Right.
there's always going to be criticism. But when it comes to his personal life, it's been almost mute.
It's very true. I mean, until now, why did she decide to turn it up now? And that's the thing. It's
Because the
like it's
content
so
became king. So
it's
now
so
she doesn't have
frequent.
a move.
What
She doesn't
are
have
they?
a career.
My question is, are they trying to be the Kardashians now? Is that the family they trying to become? Like all of them is like weird and different, and they have like this drama to them, and
All right,
mom
follow
and
me.
dad are going through. Like, is this what it's becoming with the Smith family? That's supposed to be like
Fo-
Hollywood black royalty.
Follow me. Follow me. I'm gonna get you there. I'm gonna get you there, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Content
Jesus
content
Christ.
is king. The Kardashians were on the
You
forefront
make
of this.
movies. You
The
make $1 million
Kardashians
movies.
were built for this. When Kim went and sucked Ray J's dick on camera, bro, her mother was like, "We out this bitch." She knew exactly
Cha-ching.
what she needed to
She
do.
said, cash me out. Thank you.
That's it.
Thank
That's it.
you.
Now,
Cash me out.
this whole
I'll take a
Instagram
TV show.
era,
Thank you.
TikTok era, they were built for this shit because all of their fame is from wild clips that we see from their show. wild clips that we've seen on their social media. They already know how to clip it and make it look scandalous. They don't need nobody from TikTok or Instagram telling them how to do this. They don't need the outside people. They already know it because they've been doing it. So now content becomes king. You two are a couple, right? Let's start with the woman. You have no movie career going on right now. The Matrix movies that you were in sucked.
Her. Speaking of her.
Yeah, her.
I mean, I feel like she was trying to be like a personality guru, like talk about relationships, talk about love,
and that's cool. So she started the Red Table Talk, right?
Like an emotional Barbara Walters,
and that's cool, right? But
she had Snoop on there after he called what was that lady? He called her a bald head bitch or something like that.
Yeah, because I think they said something about Kobe Bryant when he died. That's why.
Yeah.
So and then she made this about her family, which is cool. Like we see a lot of people do that. But then it started going to weird places with them.
Yeah, going left, right? All the family speak secrets and weird shit start to come out.
And you're sitting there, you're like, and it's not even entertaining. At least with the Kardashians, like, yo, it's like you're watching reality TV. A lot of it's scripted, don't get me wrong, but at least it's entertaining. Y'all are just talking, and you're okay with being on this platform talking. All right, cool, bet. Will's having a tough, probably 5 to 6 years, because most of the movies he's put out fucking flopped. How now people are being like, yo, like, what's up with this nigga? Like, he ain't really doing it for us anymore. His whole self-worth is him being that Hollywood star. So since Hollywood is being like, you ain't really doing it for us no more,
right,
he has to find another way to reach the people. And what's the best way to reach people? Transparency. Because people talk about transparency all the fucking time. And people want transparency, right? But here's the thing. We're getting a very doctored and a very this is leave a doctored version of transparency. Right. So he's sitting here and he's like, you know what? Everybody's getting all this love. He only looked at the love. He ain't look at the hate that they were getting. All these people are getting all this love, talking about this, that, and third. Fuck it. You had an entanglement. Let's talk about the Red Table Talk. He think because people love him that's all he was going to receive. We looked at this nigga and was like, why you not in jail? I would have clapped that little nigga, bro. What you talking about? My woman talking about this nigga like he's the second coming of me. She talking about time. She's like, but we came back together. And then you sitting here trying to make a joke. Yeah, I got to get you back though. How you going to get her back? She already got you. She got you trapped and you ain't leaving.
That was a weird statement to make. Like, are y'all tallying this up or what's the weird game? Like,
it started seeming
recently
like
he was talking to Oprah and he was like, no, we don't have an open marriage. Like, there has never been no infidelity. She's told me everything. I'm just like, bro, I don't even understand.
But then it comes out, then you come out in your book, y'all been in an open relationship.
I mean, he don't, maybe he don't know. I don't know if he knows. Maybe she didn't tell him that it's open because she's been open and he ain't know.
All he has to do is say, I really hate the fact that y'all fucking my wife. I thought I would like this. I
think that's what the slap said. I think the slap said that. I think when
the slap said he's done with Hollywood turning their back on him.
Like, that's stop making it a joke.
Yeah,
I know y'all niggas is fucking my wife, but stop joking.
Exactly.
Stop talking about it in front of me.
Nigga, who else?
Who else? It's a hurtful thing, but it comes back to choices. He keeps choosing her, and she keeps choosing violence.
Oh, and he also chooses her because he watched his mom stay in abusive relationships. If that's all you know, that's all you're going to do.
Somebody rescue this man.
And one time he did get conservatorship, right? And he said,
"He need a conservatorship."
If a nigga needs conservatorship, he does, and they need to make me the conservator. He was like, damn, I lost my train of thought. But he said some shit like,
he got cheated on,
and he never wanted it to happen again. He wants to keep her. Oh, you want to fuck other niggas? We can be in an open relationship. I bet you, Will Smith, you can get bitches all the time. But here's the thing. But here's the honest to God truth. And this is another thing that people got to understand. You got to know yourself, and you always got to stay true to yourself. Yes, we grew up in a world where threesomes and like group sex and all this other shit and having multiple partners, like people was fucking, but like this shit to us, it 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 got exemplified as we were growing up, right? But when we were kids, we didn't really hear about that, see about that. Now that we get to a point, like we always felt like we wanted to be with one person. Now there's, different types of relationships, and that's cool. But when you know you grew up a certain way and that's your personal belief, you do not betray your personal belief because you want to make some bitch happy, bro. Because at the end of the day, you might have agreed to that
Selling
open
itself out.
relationship, but that wasn't you. And the thing is, though, you're so used to pleasing other people your whole life, you
Facts.
forget that you yourself it should be happy as well. This nigga's not happy. He's trapped in the marriage he doesn't want to be in. He thinks like, being mad transparent about it and having this open relationship, even though he can get all the bitches he want, nigga, he is self-destructing at a rapid rate. And nigga, somebody needs to save him. Denzel, Tyler Perry, you went and tried to save this nigga for a slap. I wish Chris Rock should have rocked his ass back to Bel Air, nigga. That's what he should have done. But he didn't do that. And y'all niggas ain't gonna check up on Chris. That's some bitch ass niggas. But anyway, y'all need to sit down and tell him to get a divorce. Tell him to really work on himself, realign himself with himself and what his true core values are. And I'm telling you, he's
Facts.
gonna find any dope ass bitch who's way better than Jada, not only in personality, but younger. Yes, I said it,
Oh
younger.
my God. Kanye. He gonna go get a Jada clone like Kanye got a Kim clone.
No, don't even get the Jada clone. Get something totally opposite. You've been with mad Hispanic girls in your movies. Maybe it's time that you actually go try it in real life.
That would be dope. That would be dope. Will Smith version 2. That would be dope. And with that being said, spicy intro. Definitely super spicy intro.
Bitch
We
ass
wishing
nigga.
we wishing freedom. We wishing Pete. First of all, we wish some peace and healing for our brother Will Smith. Then we wish some you know, just
For who?
freedom of most. But
Yeah.
I guess we just wish people some mental clarity is mostly just clear your mind. Clear your mind. It
Lord
is what it
knows y'all
is.
need it.
Clear your mind. Get all the negative things out. Sage out your mind or something. Put some incense. I Hate It Here podcast, episode 25, big 25. It's your boy Russ.
It's your boy Kev.
And we are back again as usual. Frequent and as usual. We've been super consistent lately. So appreciate everybody listening, leaving the comments. Got a couple questions from some listeners. So we appreciate that. Shout out to y'all. Yeah. You can take it over. What you want to fuck with?
All right, so we're gonna get into this motherfucker hypothetical right now. First and foremost, as we've
Oh,
always done
true. I'm
for the
slipping.
last.
I'm over here sipping my little Modelo.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So we're
This is
gonna.
my butcher. Oh, by the way, if you like having like tons of meat in your home,
Hey, yo.
if you're like Jada Pinkett Smith and you just like have all types of meats in your home, like y'all should really look at the butcher box. Cause yeah, yo, I ain't gonna lie, I paid like $165, right? But I get like 4 pounds of beef. I get like fucking 12 pounds of chicken.
Damn.
I get like at least 3 or 4 pounds of salmon. And like my whole month, I never have to go buy meats because my
To the
freezer is
grocery.
stocked, bro.
Can you select which meat you get? Like, what if you want
Yes,
some steaks and shit?
you can do that too. You can switch it out every month. And
Fuck
then
with
even
that.
when you do that for the box, you can add extras. Like this time, I switched out the steak for a tri-tip because I'm going to do something with a tri-tip, and then I added some St.
Fancy.
Louis ribs
St. Louis. Okay.
because I like
Very
ribs, bro. And I make
nice.
fire. I've been making fire ribs, but this one right here, I'm about to take it to another level, bro. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay, I see you. Need to get those cooking segments popping.
I
Everybody
do.
loves to watch somebody cook. I don't know why. It's
You
like
know what?
a
Maybe I'm gonna try one.
phenomenon.
I'm gonna try one. I'm gonna try it this week.
Just set the camera up and
Yeah.
you look on YouTube. Everybody, auntie and grandma got a little cooking channel. You just
Mm-hmm.
watch them cook. So I fuck with that. All right, so yeah, pick a number. Let's see what we got. We're gonna close out this season with these
I did.
hypotheticals.
I did. I don't even fucking know.
Don't even
33.
ask me, man. 33.
Yeah, I'm gonna just do angel numbers now.
I think we did 33 before because I don't have it on my list.
Oh, okay.
I
44.
might have deleted it.
Shit, we might have done 44 too.
Nope, I have. Oh yeah, we did 44 literally last week.
All right.
I have it, but I forgot to delete it. Let me delete
55. We might have done that one too, dude. Did I say that first?
it. Let's see.
I'm so pissed at the world with all these damn news stories, man. Yeah, shit.
Let's see. Okay, so it says, what 2 hour chunk of history would you want a video of if you could have a video of any point in history? Get a 2 hour video of any chunk of history. What point would you want a video of?
That's a good fucking question.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Question.
What would I want a video of?
You see, my mind goes to the crucifixion because I want to know. That's like I don't know why.
You want to watch that? They put him up there and just nail him down and shit.
No, actually, if he did raise, of him raising, because I need to see that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I think that would be fire. Or him raising the dead and him doing some wild shit, feeding 40,000 people with mad like 3 loaves of bread and 2 fish. Like there's mad stories. This is why sometimes like I hate that like even though like I feel like I've kind of not been a Christian, but like a lot of my values are Christian like, but I feel like it's because they just apply to everything, and all of the religions share like a lot of similarities. So I'm like, I don't understand. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Just general ideas and morals you kind of use
in different ways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It works out. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I would go back to the pyramids and just see if
them build that shit.
See if they really built them shits. That's gonna really be my basis of a lot of shit. Like now that I know it was them.
I would like to see like some of like Roman shit too, like a fucking like Julius Caesar just talking to the people and they're having like gladiator games or something like that. Maybe
the problem
war,
is,
but war with like I would say King Arthur type times, like those medieval wars, to see how niggas used to get down without guns, bro. Like, I be watching a lot. Like I said, I was watching the last
straight up savagery,
and just the way the battles are. Like, if that's really how shit got down back in the day, like them niggas was on one, bro.
300
and they
style.
were traumatized. They were traumatized. You see a nigga like I mean, even military people. I'm not saying military people now don't get traumatized, but like shit blows up, bullets happen. Okay, we can accept that. Nigga, a fucking axe taking off your dude's head right in front of you.
Why? No brutality. Like you walking with someone and then their arm just comes off, like the whole left side of their body is gone. It's like
you grew up with them niggas.
How do you process?
You like they throw arrows and then people just drop around you and shit. Like that shit is crazy, bro.
That's old school war style.
Hell yeah.
Crazy. The problem is with this is that we have the internet now, so we have so much on video. It's like,
but not like
I
all
could
the
see,
old
I could
stuff,
see a reenactment of anything in history I wanted to see. So
that's true too, yeah.
I could put in ancient Egypt and watch like a reenactment of them building pyramids, but
we don't even understand how they did it. Like even with all our technology, we still don't. And that's wild to me that like this is why it's some divine shit at work. Either divine or aliens. I will give it's one or the other because like for them to be able to do that without the technology we have today and get it done, like this is some next level shit.
And it's all over the world.
And we haven't been able to replicate it ourselves. Like that doesn't make any sense. It's like we went to the moon one time. Like we haven't been able to replicate it since. How were we so simple with our technology then? that we could do it then, but in 2022 we haven't done it since. It doesn't make it unless you
the
found something up there that you didn't want to.
That's what I was about to say. The problem is we got to the moon and the aliens that lived on the moon was like, yo, get the fuck out of here. Don't fucking come back. If you come back the fuck around here, we're gonna whip your fucking ass and we're gonna send some shit to your house. All right. Don't fucking come around here if nobody asks you to be around here. And we was like, all right, we out. We took our little video. We took our little video bouncing on the moon and shit. It was like, all right,
And
we
was
out
like, all
here.
right, we out.
We 6'9". We 6'9" it. It was like 6'9" when he pulled up the O Block. We pulled up, took our little video.
Where everybody
but the problem is, yeah, y'all ain't outside.
But you knew what niggas was at. They was
niggas was outside. Yeah, it was like, yo, get the fuck out of here. Come back around here when niggas is up.
Yeah, come back when niggas up. You came out here when niggas was dead ass sleeping. You just wanted to check. You just wanted to check the crib out. I bet.
You know we on the dark side of the moon.
Shit. They had to see some shit. Bro. They had to.
We'll see soon.
And now we got weapons. We be like, all right, maybe we can keep up. The only thing I think could keep up is like nuclear weapons. I don't think other planets have done.
They're gonna start selling houses with bunkers, bro, because it just seems more and more likely. Like every week, like I see these Ukraine headlines and these Russian headlines.
Yeah,
it's like, and that's just what's only going on there. It's so much stuff going on in the Middle East still. China is still putting niggas in boot camps and fucking.
The whole movie of Milan was shot at like in the midst of Uyghur camps.
It's like crazy.
In China. Like I paid to see that bullshit. And I feel disgusted with myself.
I ain't like that.
It came out free later on though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
they took out all the cool characters, the little cricket guy.
Oh, they had to make it like culturally
dragon.
Like
I know, fuck that. But if you're gonna remake a movie,
do it the whole way.
Yeah, remake it.
Beauty and the Beast is still the best one.
The remake?
Yeah, 100%.
I don't think I've ever seen that. I used to fuck with them songs though.
It is shot by shot, bro. They was not fucking around with that movie.
Attention to detail. That's dope.
Like all the other ones, like Aladdin was cool. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't see that either.
The Lion King was trash. I'm still mad at her for making me watch that shit. Like that's every day. Like
I do it for the people. It was a lot of African like composers and
that was cool.
Artists involved. So
can't act, nigga. I don't care what nobody say.
It's the name. They just want to put her name on the fucking.
And Donald Glover wasn't that great either for the voice. I ain't gonna lie to him. The only people that mattered was the people who played Timon and Pumbaa. I was like, all right, that makes sense. And that was Seth Rogen and something.
Seth Rogen, yeah. I remember that. That was random as hell too.
Well, nah, the best one, definitely. Oh, and then you have Maleficent was dope too. That one was pretty dope. I enjoyed that one.
I ain't that deep on the Disney wave.
Oh man, I love that shit. I grew up on that. I mean, we both grew up on it, but like I watched more Nickelodeon than Disney. That's for sure. Doug, Rocko's Modern Life, Cat Dog, Angry Beavers, Real Monsters, Rugrats, like all. Are You Afraid of the Dark? All that. Kenan and Kel.
Watching Kenan and Kel the other day.
That shit was fire.
That's a good
Hey Arnold, like nigga, come on, we had bangers back in the day, bro. Like
these are facts.
And Disney was just basically the movies. I had no idea they had a whole channel with the shit on there.
Yeah, them Disney movies every month, bro. Halloween Town.
I never, and that's why I never seen them. I never seen them until like
Smart
House. We watched Halloween Town. I didn't really like it.
Oh my god, what? You ain't fuck with Halloween Town? Yo, something is wrong with you. Ever since the BT Uncut, I was watching that clip back. Like, yeah, this nigga, something's wrong with this guy.
I like all animated shit because Nickelodeon didn't have that much stuff except for all that.
Halloween Town and like dope.
Are You Afraid of the Dark and shit, and Pete. Like they had all mostly animated shows, so that's why even now, like I prefer animated over a lot. But like now, it's the first time that I've watched a lot of shows that had like people in it. You know what I mean? Like, and I like them. Like The Office is amazing. Like that shit's incredible.
Office is amazing. Dope.
But I don't know how we got to that point. But I guess we're just high.
Just fucking going off on TV and the golden days of shit because shit's so fucked up in the world. But
yeah, man.
Let's see what we
Malcolm in the
got on the
Middle with
docket,
Bernie Mac going back to back on a weekday night. That shit was fire.
bruh. I'm about to watch that tonight. Malcolm in the Middle. Shout
That
out
shit
to
was so
Frankie
good.
Muniz.
Oh, you see the end of they did like a Breaking Bad connection with it.
No way.
Yeah, so what they did was the dude who plays what's his name?
Heisenberg,
The dude who plays Heisenberg, right?
Bryan
He was
Cranston.
Bryan Cranston. He was the father in Malcolm in the Middle. So what happened
Hal,
was
right?
they did like a alternate ending where he woke up out of his dreams and he's next to the wife from Malcolm in the
Lois.
Middle. Yes. And then like,
What?
yeah, and then she's like, yo, what's wrong? He was like, yo, I had a dream that I was a drug dealer and I was so good at it. I was cooking it up and doing all this
I
other shit.
gotta
And she
find
was like, how about you
this.
go back to sleep? Because you sound crazy right now. Dead ass, bro. Dead ass.
I gotta find this.
That was so dope, bro.
Alternate ending Breaking Bad edition. Oh, Malcolm in the Middle edition.
Yeah. That shit was fire,
I'm gonna mute it on my end, but yeah, I'm watching it. That's funny.
Yeah.
Why would they think to do that?
Listen, you see, like, you know how
Oh,
Spider-Man,
I see. He's in bed with her.
straight fuck, dude. It's the same thing. Like,
That's funny.
like
they still look the same too.
it was like a meme almost. That wasn't even a meme yet, right? Like, it was like it's mad dope. Like, if a lot of if people can pull that off, they'll do it. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, they did the thing where like what's her face? The girl who does iCarly. They have a picture of her drinking like a soda can from like Drake and Josh, and they redid the same exact scene with her new show that iCarly came
because I think she was the little sister in Drake and Josh.
Yeah, she was. So they
it's like
recreated
connecting
it
her
as,
shows.
Exactly, and they recreated her as
a
older,
little mini
like,
show universe.
Mm-hmm. So
that's
like,
dope. That's
you
dope.
know, it's dope when they do that.
Attention to detail, man. Attention to detail. It don't gotta go far, but for those hardcore watchers, you're like, girl, remember that little thing about that little thing? But we'll see what it is. What you got on the docket, bro? Let's get into some
Hey, yo,
fuck
man,
shit.
let me tell y'all something right now, right?
Bow.
Once again, I want to appeal to the United States of America for canceling student loans, right?
Joe Biden said, fuck you, bro.
Like, niggas is trying to buy houses. This shit's a fucking up our credit.
Like, Joe Biden does not care about student people.
Yo, they don't care about niggas. They don't care about, and this is not just like a nigga problem. This is like an everyday problem.
That's why I just said student people. He don't give a damn if you went to school or you trying to go to school.
And half the time you're not even working with the degree that you went to school for. Here's the thing: I am blessed though, right? That I am. You know what I mean? And I make the money that I do. Like, I'm hella blessed. Like, listen, I know niggas who went to school for what I did. Like, they're not even doing this shit. And it's just wild. Like, everyone's doing like they're still doing good. Some of them do real sales, you know, and some shit like that. But like,
it's just different from what you went to
school for.
Right.
Even though I hate what I do now, but like, it is what it is. Though.
Don't say that, because it could be worse, I'm sure. It can always be worse.
I ain't gonna I'm over it. I've been doing it for a long time. I'm over it. But like,
coming from where you were in the positions you were in, you know, it could always be worse.
No, you're right. But
yeah, Joe Biden, he don't give a fuck, bro. He literally said before in office, there's tweets of him saying he'll do it. He was on campaign saying he'll do it. He got in office and was like, I'll think about it. And then he paused it for a while and did the whole pandemic, stimulus thing. No, it was like,
Trump did that.
True. Oh yeah, you're right. I'm getting my fucking timelines fucked up. Yeah, you're right. That was Trump.
Listen, man, like, I don't.
But I think he just paused it. He paused the student loans for a while, but he never. Yeah, you're right that he didn't do no stimulus. So yeah, fuck Joe Biden. It's so evident, like, these politicians, they don't even wait to like go back on their word. Like, it's like the minute they get into office and it's confirmed, he's like, I did it. I'm president. You sure? All right, fuck y'all. Remember what I said like 5 minutes ago? Fuck all of
Fuck
that.
that.
Cancel what? Cancel debt for who? For what? Fuck that. Pay them bills. Fuck y'all.
Fuck out of here,
Eat
bro. Like
ramen and die.
they be on some shit, bro. Like this is why niggas don't trust governments, son. You know what I'm saying?
At
Like,
all, man. At all.
I mean, it's good because at
I'm.
least it gives people a chance. Like if you need to like get on a payment plan, I think they're
Mhm.
using all of these months as credit. You know what I mean? So even if you're not paying it, it's still going towards it. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
helpful.
Um, there's like it's they can do it. You know what I mean? So like it's just wild.
It's
I
fucked
just
up because in certain countries it's like literally mandatory for you to go to some sort of school. Like it's either that or you go to the army. Like you're not about to be no lazy ass fucking motherfucker in that country. But in America, even though they want you to be
that shit
educated
is
and
a
they want
privilege.
you,
It's not a right.
yeah, it's like they want you to
Education should be. All right, I'm about to be on my soapbox shit.
hold on.
Education should be all right.
But at what
Capstone for
level?
2024. But listen,
At what level? Because they'll let you go to high school. They'll let you go up to high school and then be like, yeah, remember that
nigga,
all
all the
that
way up to
shit you
graduate
told
school,
you?
man. If you want to go get your master's, then you pay for that shit, definitely. But if you at least want to get your bachelor's and shit, they
See,
should be paying for that
if
shit.
if I was if I was like Secretary of Education, this is what I do. You go to school regular from up to
Pre-K,
10th
yeah.
grade, up to pre-K to 10th grade, and
Mhm.
then 11th and 12th grade, you're getting a trade. So you either have one science and then you take plumbing, or you have like
Mhm.
economics and then you go to some electrician's class. So when you leave school, you automatically have some sort of trade that you could use to go and make
Mhm.
some fucking money, go and plumb, toilets. Even though it ain't glamorous, you got some shit you could
But then
do.
some of them niggas make six figures.
Right, but that's the thing. See, that's the fucked up mentality is that people don't know locksmiths, plumbers, air condition techs, carpenters. They make fucking bank. So if you come out of high school and you know those skills and you get an entry level job doing that, 2 3 years in, you got enough to either buy a home or at least start a plan to get there. So you said that's what I would do, but in this country they make you pay to be educated because they know education, once you're educated, you're smart enough and capable enough to do other things and get other jobs. So it's all
You
a
know what the
fucked up
sad part is though?
system and that shit.
Everybody's a fucking idiot. Listen, man, like I'm glad that I, went to school for what I went to. Don't get me wrong, but like it took me mad long to graduate. And a lot of it's my fault. I ain't gonna lie. I fucked around in my first couple years of school. You know what I'm saying? Like we
But
was
see, the
drinking at
thing
4
with
o'clock in the
college is
afternoon and then
you
going to play
bugging.
bear pong. Niggas, we used to be
You
doing some
bugging.
wild shit.
You was
We
on
used to
some
be
frat shit.
yeah, we used to do
I
some wild
fucked
shit
around
back in the
too.
day, bro. But
But the
like,
thing is with college, there's no timeline. Because when I went to college, I was in there with like 45-year-olds, 60-year-olds. Like
yeah,
you would see them in your classes and they'd be like, yo, I'm trying to come back to school so I could do a
people
different
with
job. I'm like,
kids. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, yeah,
So
man.
there's really no timeline. That's what I would always tell people. It's always gonna be there. So if you get a chance to go like follow your dreams or get a great job, take that job. You can always come back to college.
But you know what
They'll still
bothers me
take your
though
money.
sometimes?
They'll still put you in class. They'll
Yeah.
still make you buy the textbooks and do all the dumb shit. So trust me,
You know what bothers
this
me
shit
though
ain't
about
going
that
nowhere.
sometimes? You know how many different like let's see, what's the artist that's like next level that we like respect?
Uh,
Mm,
let's say like Big Sean.
nah, let's say it's
Well,
somebody like Adele, right?
okay,
Do you know how many Adeles never took the risk to make a music career because they had to do what they had to do?
right. That's very true. Probably every day. Every day.
Bro, think about how many
Every
different
day.
stories that we would get with different artists just doing their creative thing that they want to do if it was possible with no repercussions. How many great artists have we missed out on because they couldn't even start and
I'm
go do
sure
that?
even every hour, every couple of minutes, because the system is so daunting. It's like the minute you want to do something, there's something you have to do. Like the minute you want to do something, there's something you
and you're
have
capable
to
of
do.
finally doing it, there's
Right.
other shit that you have to do.
That's just how the system works of this whole
Like, like
rat race we're in of this world. Like,
and like, don't get me wrong, those people who do want to do the type of careers that you get a college degree, this has nothing to do with y'all because we need y'all. We need each other on
absolutely.
both ends. But for those
Yeah, no,
people
I was
who
not
wanted to
saying
take a
don't go.
more creative route, be an artist, be a poet,
I
be a
wouldn't even say
photographer.
creative, just a more independent route to where you're
Yeah.
not so much reliant on this whole rat race that I'm in, you're in, that we all pretty much fucking just feel like we
Mm-hmm.
have to do because this is the means to the goals that we have for ourselves personally. And I could say
It'd be a
that I'm
golden age,
lucky.
bro.
I'm lucky that I don't have student debt. I was lucky enough to get through college without racking up so much, and I just feel for those people that it follows them for like their whole life. Like
It's
I was reading an
following me like
article.
it's like a shit stain in my underwear,
It's
bro. Like,
crazy. I was reading an article, and this guy was like 45. He's like, yo, I'm still paying on my student loans, and I done like been the CEO of 2 different companies, and like
I
I
got
got 2
kids.
kids. Yeah, it's like I'm still doing this shit from like 15 years ago. Like it's a fucking like a old relative that's just following me. But this girl, she was like, I'm about to just take out a big loan and then move to Bolivia or move to like Ecuador to
Mm-hmm.
where you live like a king out there and you don't give a fuck what your credit score is in America.
It
Like
don't
you're not
matter
in
no more.
America. Yeah.
You can get all the shit that you want.
For real, fuck that. I'm out of here. I'm gonna go and I'm
You
gonna
just
be
gotta have
like
a
the
security team because them rich niggas play different down there. That's the
I
problem.
mean, you
You
go
could
and
do
you
that,
move to the
but them
suburbs
niggas play
to the
different out there.
yeah.
Them once you got some bank on you, they checking you, bro. They're like, hey, what do you
Who are you?
do?
You moved into town. What you going on? But what you do is you ingrain yourself. You start to make donations to the local towns and shit, and just to be cool, just to live in the village. But yeah, she was like, "Fuck it," because I'm not gonna take my education and pay for these loans for the rest of my fucking life until I
Yeah,
die.
fuck
Like
that, bro.
anything you make when you're dead, they have a right to just so they can recoup on your loan. So it's like you can't even
Mm-hmm.
leave shit to your kids because you think Sally Mae or Freddie Mac or whoever the
And
fuck is
coming
gonna
for
come
their
for that
cut, bro.
shit.
They coming for their
That
cut, bro.
shit's just diabolical. Like we tell kids, go to school, and then at the minute they do, it's just like, give
Fuck
me all
you.
the money you made for it. Shit is fucking. I hate it here,
You'll
bro.
forever be my bitch. That's what they tell you,
That's
bro.
that America is reliant on debt. Everything around you is made to get you in some sort of debt and
Mm-hmm.
you feel owed to that thing. And it's like a fucked up way to live to not to have to keep ducking and dodging all the traps every day, all day. Like sheesh.
It's bullshit. Fuck this
Facts on
world.
that.
Anyway,
What
and
else
then
you
after
got?
this shit, right? So here's the one good thing about the government, though. So the legalization of weed on the federal level passed the House.
Oh,
uh,
finally.
like we sat here talk mad shit for like the last 20 minutes, but
I mean,
for the
they
next
get it
5
right
minutes,
sometimes.
at least we do have some good news from these niggas. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's good that they paused it again for another 3 months. Gives people another extra months to get some of the benefits of of it. Like I said, with the credits and stuff. But like if this passes the Senate, um,
We could be federally legally finally.
like free all my niggas.
Mm. That's what they need to work on. What is the plan on that? Like if I feel like if
Mm,
it's non-violent, they gotta
let
let you
them
go.
niggas go.
If they
They
gotta
have
let you
to.
go.
There's
They gotta let you go.
a couple. I feel like it may be more than one town, but there was like a mayor who did that. He like vacated all of the offenses that were non-violent.
That'd
Like
be
the
dope.
violent ones, I can understand. Them niggas need to get
Right,
locked
right,
up.
right. Possession of weapons, all that. Yeah, you're out here
Yeah,
on some
yeah,
wild,
nah,
wild west shit. You might have to
you go to jail, my
do
nigga.
your time, and you could come. Matter of fact, we'll take off that drug charge, and you'll just do the weapon and the violent charge.
Yeah, like we'll make
So I
sure you
mean,
get
you
home.
ain't. Yeah, we ain't just fucking railroading you, but I think what's happening is that all these dispensaries is making so much fucking money, but because it's not federally legal, they can't put it in the bank, or they can't, pay taxes the
And
federal way. They only pay through their state. So it's
Mhm.
like the federal government is missing out on all these fucking millions and billions from all these different states that's now legalizing it. So I think the feds is now saying we need to get a cut in on this. Let's stop bullshitting. It's already been in our environment. It hasn't hurt anybody. The studies are out for years and multiple years. We know what the
better
fuck this
product than
is.
alcohol.
Let's start putting our tax on it. Let's start, making our own version, a fucking government
Because fam, it's
welfare
going to
version.
change the game. I am going to become a grower, and I'm going to sell this
Facts.
shit.
We
Like,
all
dude,
can.
like
We
we
all
all can
can.
do
You're
it.
allowed
Look,
up to like
each
5
person,
plants, I think.
each person in Massachusetts in the house can have 6 plants. So technically, I can have 20.
Oh, even 6, even better. So,
Yeah,
two indica, 2 sativa, and 2 hybrid.
I'm getting
You
24.
you could get like a UV light. Oh yeah, because you got how many people in your house? You can each
4,
claim.
including the baby.
The cop's gonna be like, whose plates is this? You be like, oh, that's his. He
Little
going.
man right
He gonna
here.
be like,
He gonna be like,
just
that.
holding
I'll
up
be
his
like,
neck,
yeah,
like
yeah. Just say yes. Just say it's me.
milk running down his mouth. The cops is like, those are his plants. Like,
He's
yeah,
like,
but
he's
that's
like,
gonna be
yeah. And he
dope.
starts smiling. He's like, we get into the money, nigga. Yo, when I talk about
Food
money with this
cures
nigga, he get
now.
mad excited like me, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
Teach him about it, bro. Teach him about
Yeah.
it. Learn about money early. Teach him about
Mhm.
all this credit shit that we ain't know when we was fucking young and we
I
just thought
have to. I have
all
to.
you had to
Like,
do
yo,
was swipe
you
it
want
and
your
you can
kids to
have
be
it.
in a better position than you was. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to do everything you can to give them that. You have to do everything you can. But yeah, so here we are. It has to pass the Senate, and I guess then we're in this bitch. You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
know. I don't know, man. We keep getting to this roadblock. They do this every couple of years. I feel like the
Yeah,
Senate is
because
real
it's a
Republican.
bunch of
They'll
fucking white
Jesus,
people who are
yeah, the
like
Jesus
80 something
freaks.
years old who just need to fucking
That
like
reefer,
retire.
the blacks like to smoke the reefer and then they go raping white women, those precious white girls. We don't want those precious white girls to be
I'm gonna
raped.
need you to stop
Those
right
the
there because
white the
I want to.
white women.
No, no, I need you to stop right there because I want to make sure that like we can do this podcast for like ever. So like,
Okay,
okay,
all right. Now, like those people aren't listening. I'm sure by now.
nah,
Not
nigga,
up
but
to
like
episode
we,
25.
yeah,
They
but
didn't
let
heard.
this shit hit mainstream. They're gonna shit on us for a lot of this shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But you know what? I'm gonna stand 10 toes down on my shit. 'Cause fuck that.
Do you worry? Do you worry
Only because I'm
about
doing
if?
music. Only because I'm doing music.
No, no,
Like,
no, no. Let me ask you this though. Like doing this pod now, do you
mhm.
worry like your job will find it or somebody at your job will find it and listen to it?
I'm only worried about past people finding it and listening to it. The
Past
new
people like
ones,
who?
I'm not really worried about it because I like them niggas and like a lot of my old people. But there's just like, remember that one story that I told?
Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Um,
We can take that one down if you want.
we ain't taking that. We leaving that shit right there though. Listen, I'm gonna get famous,
All
nigga. I'm
right.
just be like, nigga, what you gonna tell me? What? I'm richer than you. You're a peon to me now. Your
True.
feelings doesn't matter to me no more. Like if it
No, no,
wasn't
I
because of you,
guess
I wouldn't be here right now. So
we don't
thank you.
say no. We don't say no company names or nothing, but
Nah. Fuck that,
we just
nigga.
keep it
Nigga, how
light,
would
but
they
just
know?
in case.
They
I don't
wouldn't
know
even
if
know.
they follow you or anything like that. I'm
No,
just saying
none of them
we
follow. Fuck,
never
nigga,
had
ain't
that
nobody. Nigga,
conversation.
listen. I wasn't even
Separate your
giving
work
I
life.
wasn't even giving my social media to hoes when I was single, my nigga. I ain't giving
Oh
them
my god.
to see people. The only people I got on my like personal page is me because they got my kid on there, right?
Hmm.
Niggas I went to school with. Every single person that's on my list is niggas I went to school with. There's not one person, and like people like I met online that became like family almost, right? Or some saying. So like,
Okay,
but after
that
that,
works.
nigga,
No, I just had
it's
to
niggas I
ask.
went to school with, bro. Like I'll drop a picture, nigga. It's like 30 likes on that bitch right now, bro. Like it's all people that I know, all people that I actually have face to face with. You know what I'm saying? That I actually know. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they
You
listen to
want
the
your
pod
boss
too.
creeping on you and then listening to
Man,
the
that
pod or some
nigga, that
shit.
listen, I like that nigga. I respect that nigga. But if he's creeping because he trying to find a reason, fuck you, nigga. Like,
Oh,
Nah, I
Just paused
mean,
it just now, like.
but nah, I mean, if he's trying for ill intent, yeah. But like, if he's just trying to figure out like what we be doing, because like we do some very hilarious shit, bro. I just shitted on Jada Pinkett Smith. I don't give a fuck. Will come
At
try
least
and smack
15
me,
minutes
nigga. I
straight.
will break that nigga. He will have no will. All right.
So that shit traveled around the world. They was talking about that shit in China with the subtitles, bro. Like that was the most powerful slap a black man has ever slapped before, bro. That was a Thanos snap of a slap.
Bro, he took over the whole and but no, this is not the attention he wanted.
I
They
mean,
stopped, they
content. If
stopped,
if if it's for content, he should have. That's content. He should have put out an album or a song or something right after.
bro.
Cause
They stopped Bad Boys 4.
yeah,
They stopped his
yeah,
Netflix movie.
yeah.
Madagascar's on hold for Jada. Uh his I think his agency, well,
But but
they
but
say
but
it was
I
a false
think
story, but
they
they said that
said
his agency was thinking about dropping him.
no. Yeah,
Um
no way. He's still Will Smith. They're not done.
I don't think
This
they're
is not
gonna
like a
nah.
this is not like a domestic violence or a Me Too. It's
But
just
mad
he had
people
an
are at his
emotional.
neck though. Jim
Yeah,
Carrey was at his neck.
but I think he's
Billy
choke.
Crystal was at this nigga's neck.
All the white people saying like, yeah, I would sue him. Chris should sue him. You're not gonna slap on me on stage. You're
Well,
gonna sue him.
that's because they believe in the law. They're not black. They don't
Yeah,
understand what
because it
written the
usually
law
works
is.
for them though. That's the
Exactly.
thing.
They
It's
don't
like when it
understand for
goes in their
niggas
favor,
like,
they're like, oh yeah, you got slapped on stage. Yeah,
fam,
just sue him and you'll
think
be
about
fine.
this. If he had slapped Seinfeld, they would have tackled that nigga on stage. That nigga would not be tucking in his suit getting off
He
stage.
would have left. They would have really asked him to leave
They
because
wouldn't
now
even
there's a
ask him.
whole
They put him outside, bro. Like he's gone.
they they're refuting the rumor now that they even asked him to leave, and I believe they didn't ask him to leave.
They asked him to leave for
I
shit.
didn't. They knew they were giving him the award.
Because he
They
would have
wanted to
left.
hear. They knew what they wanted to hear what he had to say after he just slapped a man in cold blood.
It was the highest moment that they've had in years. Nobody
Absolutely,
watches the Oscars. Who gives a fuck about the Oscars?
absolutely. Chris
I don't
should be
need.
the one
Listen,
suing.
if I wanted to see a bald tiny human get carried off by a bunch of niggas, nigga, I just watch Will Smith. My nigga, like ain't nobody got time for all that, dog. That's crazy.
Like I said, we wish you the best, man. Free will.
Hold on. I wonder if it
But
got that
what
because
else you
my
got?
AirPods went off.
Yeah,
You heard me?
my shit's died too. I'm rocking with only the right ear.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because sometimes, all right. So let me just say this again. If I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to watch a tiny bald person get carried off by a
Oh
bunch of
no, we
niggas,
got it.
I would
Mm-hmm.
just watch the Will Smith home security footage, bro. That's all I would watch. Okay.
You just wanted to rub that in.
Yeah. I gotta get these jokes off, man, because that she's the devil. We gotta combat her. Like he needs some holy water. Like
I just want him to take accountability because you're letting her do this to you. You keep choosing. This is you now. Like at first
he's
it was
choosing,
her.
but
Now
he's
it's you,
been,
bro.
but it's
You're the
his
one saying all
traumatic.
this stuff. You keep saying you throw up after sex.
That's true.
You said that. Stop saying things.
And then you know what's crazy? You know what's wild? You say things that kind of push regular niggas away from you. None of us had that issue.
I'm getting so much pussy. I just
Nigga,
can't
I was
take it.
frustrated because I couldn't even get none at all, bro.
It must be tough being Will Smith, you know.
Jesus Christ,
It must
man.
be tough. What else you got though? Let's we keep
see.
coming back to that story somehow. It's just still it struck
Some more
a
fuck
nerve
shit,
in the
right?
culture.
Some more fuck shit. So Tory Lanez got arrested for tweeting.
Oh man. Did we know which tweet in particular? I really want to know that.
I think
Because
he
if he was like
he deleted them.
Oh, of course. Ain't nothing deleted on Twitter. When are niggas gonna learn
you
that?
know who has it? I'll tell you who has it.
If he said somebody should kill that bitch, we should choke that bitch in the street and beat her down, then I understand we might have to lock that nigga up. That's some terroristic shit.
Then I believe that he did say dance bitch. Then I would believe that 100%.
Right. So I just want to know what it specifically did he tweet. Okay, so yeah, if you don't know, the whole Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez thing is even deeper. They went to court. He violated the order of protection that Meg has against him in by way of his tweets, they're saying. So apparently they sat there in court and like literally read out all of Tory's tweets, and they painted a whole, idea or narrative of how these tweets are all threatening and damaging to Meg. And the judge agreed, and he was arrested on site, put in cuffs, taken to jail, and, immediately bonded out though. But that's like a whole nother charge on top of the case you're already fighting. It's like tampering with the witness, or tampering with the evidence or intimidating the witness. It's like you're trying to disrupt the case that's going on, and then that doesn't look good for you as your case goes on. It's like, you keep tampering and you keep setting us back because you don't want the truth to come out, because you are possibly guilty or liable, or this may be damaging to you in some way. So it's fucked up, man. I just really want this to end. This is like another story too that I just want to end. I don't know. I could put Tory in that question of who's having the worst couple of years. Is it Kanye, Tory, or Will?
Damn, he deleted all of the stuff. That's fucked up.
Who
So
had
basically, academics. So basically, she was mad at academics because he had posted the story about no evidence being on the gun, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then
No DNA.
no DNA. And then she was like, who is this nigga? Basically trying to sun academics, saying that he's a nobody and that he don't know what he's talking about, right? So this nigga academics clap back. I'm like, bitch, you know who I am? I'm Big Act, bitch. And then Tory Lane said something like, ain't nothing can save you from the truth or something like that today. Like, you're
Oh,
gonna have to
right,
face
right.
it.
Oh,
Some
I
vague
remember
shit.
that.
Now
Right.
listen,
That's the tweet they're using?
that's the tweet they're using.
Nothing can save you?
You can't hide from the truth. Like, ain't gonna save you. Some shit. Can't believe it.
Right.
But like, basically, there was like, you're talking about Megan. Guess what, nigga? You just violated your protective order. Here's the problem I have, right? Listen,
I can see how that works.
Don't have the chosen side. But I still ain't choose a side.
The story
right?
just keeps getting deeper, and it's harder to choose a side. Like at first, I was like, I mean, she obviously got shot. He obviously had the gun. Like, and then I was like, oh, his DNA's not on the gun, and then where are the fragments of the bullet, and what's this whole theory with the
They
friend?
lost the fragments of the bullet.
Yeah, and then now I'm just like,
he was twerking the next day. But listen, so like,
yikes,
they got him for this. Listen,
people
tweet. People should be allowed to tweet. I know. I'm gonna say some wild shit.
But that's why when you are in court, shut the fuck up. If you are going through a case, shut the fuck up. When are these lawyers gonna tell their clients, or when are these clients gonna listen? When you are in a legal dispute, everything you say and do can be used against you in a court of law.
But you know what's crazy?
Shut the fuck up.
If Meg's not listening,
subliminals, no fucking little.
If Meg's not
side
listening,
tweets,
Tory ain't gonna listen, because Tory was quiet for mad long. They had a gag order on him. You know what I'm saying?
This is true.
Like, he was quiet for mad long, and now we at a point in the case where like a lot of stuff is starting to look fishy. And like I said, I ain't pick a side yet. But like,
just nigga, stand on it. You pick the side. You pick the side. Oh my God. We'll see. We'll let the court of law decide, and we won't.
But I will say this though.
Prosecute anyone.
I will say this though. This goes to everybody who was in that car. It should have never got to that point in the first place.
I mean, the story is out there. We don't have to get into the whole story and theory of what happened, but yeah, it seemed like it was a heated, intense environment with a lot of alcohol involved,
and a fucking Kardashian in the midst of it.
And those stories usually don't end well for anyone, celebrity or not. So that's just some shit you're gonna have to deal with, and he's continuing to deal with it. And it's seemingly costing him a lot of money. So when this is all said and done, really there isn't gonna be any
Sue her
winner.
for defamation. Get your money, King.
Again, that's another suit, though. It's like you gotta pay for that now. It's like, do you want it to be over with, or do you want to just like
Nah,
fucking
he needs to
come
make
out of
an
pocket
example out
for?
of her. If it comes out that he didn't do that shit, he needs to make an example out of her.
She obviously got a machine behind her backing all of the shenanigans, and they're soaking up all the benefits of
Yeah,
all the
Jay-Z with Rock
promotions,
Nation.
all the magazine covers that she's
Mm-hmm.
on. She's on fucking a Cash App commercial telling me to buy Bitcoin now. Like, when the fuck?
Popeyes.
What the fuck? That shit didn't. It doesn't even make sense
It's
now.
all
It's like,
sympathy. It's all sympathy. You know
but
what I'm
that's what
saying?
I'm that but that's how you know it's like not organic and doesn't make sense, because it's like all of these weird forced brand connections that you're just soaking up, because it's seemingly the ride might be over if this comes out and the fans switch on you and niggas really pull a cord on you, like, fuck out of here. So I don't know, man. I really don't know. We're just watching. That's another story we're watching intensely in hip hop culture. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll
Mm-hmm.
see. Hopefully he didn't shoot that girl, because that's gonna always be damaging
Oh,
for his
always,
brand,
always,
for
always,
his
always.
you know,
Like that shit's
vibrato
fucked
or
up. Like
whatever
this
too.
should have never happened, regardless of who shot
You
her.
get fucked up for beating a girl, you sure as gonna get your ass kicked for shooting a chick for no
But hell
reason,
yeah,
especially a
for no
celebrity
reason.
chick. So, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I still fucking hate it here. What else you got?
And the
Bang out a
last
couple
thing
more
on
of
the
these.
docket,
And get out of here.
uh, oh well. She said we got a couple more things. I'm like, this is the last thing right here.
I mean, but then because I saw we put up a poll on the page. Shout out to
Oh,
everybody
we
on
asked. Oh
IG.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
we
Okay.
could just
Actually, you know what?
answer
So
a
fuck
question
this
or
last
two.
topic because like I don't even want to talk
No,
about
no.
it.
What was it? Let's see. Cause
All right, listen.
just
So
fuck
like,
around and see what you got.
I forget what town it is in California. But
Oh, and I wanted to talk about one more thing too.
so like
Go
basically
ahead.
they're gonna pay trans and non-binary people $900 a month.
Oh shit! Why you should have just said we should skip this topic. I don't.
That's what I tried to tell you.
What the fuck? Good luck to them. Cash
Niggas
out
can't
if
get
you're trans, I
reparations.
guess.
Anyway, let's just move on. What's your topic you
You're a
got?
fucking terrorist. You are an absolute terrorist. Did you see?
Niggas can't get reparations though. Go ahead. What's up?
Did you see? Shut the fuck. You now. You really try to get us canceled before we hit the mainstream. We gonna be
Nigga,
underground
Dave
forever.
Chappelle told y'all didn't want to listen. But anyway, go ahead.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. So I seen T.I. arguing with a female comedian in a comedy club.
He needs to go back to just
today.
chilling and reading the dictionary on a day-to-day basis. He was doing comedy for a while. This is my problem with this story, right? He ran up on this chick the same way Will Smith ran up on Chris Rock. He ain't hit her though, which is cool. He would have been in more scrutiny. But here's the thing, nigga, you stepped into their arena.
Facts. I thought
to do something.
Okay, so this is what I think, and I'm not a biggest Ti fan, but I'm gonna try to say this
what
objectively.
You know was fire though. That is a classic.
I'm gonna try to say this objectively. I see that he's getting older and he's trying to pivot out of rap. We see that, obviously. I thought TV and movies would be the wave. You know, you were in Takers, you were
Look
in
at Ludacris.
ATL.
Look at Ludacris. He did it.
You obviously have the chops to do that. I thought that would be the wave. Then I guess somehow that didn't work, or that
he's an
didn't
Ant-Man.
pan out. True. You're in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Make something happen off that. But okay, regardless. Then you start podcasting. And I'm like, okay, you obviously love to talk.
Quit that.
You obviously fucking love to hear your own voice. You obviously just love to say big words and put them together and use this fucking weird old pimp accent shit that he does that just fucking grosses me the fuck out. Shawty. I fucking hate this nigga. But and then for some reason you got into it because you said you check your daughter's hymen, and you ain't like all the backlash you got off that. And then once those allegations came out of you and your wife fucking drugging chicks, you know, that turned out to be false, which we'll say that for sure. It turned out to be false, but you ain't like that backlash you got off that, so you quit podcasting. But now you're a quote unquote comedian, or you're in the comedy space to where you're going up at people's shows and changing the lineup just because you're the celebrity, and when they see you, of course, of course, people gonna wanna
Fuck
fucking
with you.
fuck with you, see what you do in that show. Like, oh wow, that's
Mhm.
Ti. Let's see what he's doing. And then he starts heckling this female comedian. She fucking starts roasting his ass, lighting his ass up. He does what niggas do and just says, "You fucking ugly bitch." You know, you look at your wig, you ugly bitch, and blah blah blah. You know, you just start shitting on her, calling her ugly,
Mhm.
like niggas do when you can't,
Can't get no
when you ain't
pussy.
got nothing to say. Yeah. So then she says, and this is by her words, you could look it up. She says, you know, you can't talk to me about my wig until you talk about those allegations.
Oh.
And that set that young man off. Like he went up there and I
It
thought
was
he
a
had a
24.
mic.
It was the video 24. He was about to roll on that bitch.
I thought he had a mic the way he was talking, but he was just screaming that loud. Like she had a mic and was like, "You can't tell me what to say." And he was yelling so loud. I thought he had a mic too, but that nigga was heated. So
That
yeah.
nigga can project himself. I ain't gonna lie.
And then he was yelling. They did a whole back and forth. They ruined the whole show. The crowd is like, move on, booing them, blah, blah, blah. After it's seemingly over, he walks away. She finally gets the mic back and is like, you know, this is a comedy show. We could say whatever we want here. He comes back and now he sits on stage. He like literally sits on stage, like, and folds his arm like, you're not gonna talk about me and I'm not gonna be here. I'm gonna sit right here. So it was just like just fucking pure
He acting like
weirdo
a
shit, man.
child, bro.
I feel like we're watching the goats of our culture, like from
For the
Will
corny
Smith.
niggas they are.
What's happening? Like from the Will Smith to the
Nah, because
Kanye
they built
to
something, bro. They built
the
a mis.
fucking Ti. You're supposed to be like the goat. You're supposed to be like the legends of this craft. And you
Mhm.
acting like a fucking lame-o simp weirdo loser.
Hey,
What the
at
fuck
least
is happening,
you
bro?
know what's
Why
crazy?
can't
It's
we
the
have no
internet.
heroes no more?
It's the internet, bro. Like we are
J.
starting
Cole
to
said
see.
no role models, and he really fucking meant it. Like, you either live long enough to see yourself become the fucking true weirdo
Yeah.
that you are in this world. And it's fucking sad to see, man.
Like we're weirdos. Like we ain't normal. Like we got our weird tendencies and
I
shit. But
chalk it
like
up to me just being me. And
but look at us though. We are comfortable with who we are, nigga. Like it
the,
doesn't fucking matter,
the thing
bro. You know what I'm
is,
saying? Like
yeah,
they
and I
had to sell an
never
image to get to where they are.
facts. That's the thing is like, I'm not selling myself on being any kind of way, any particular way. Cause this day I'm this day I'm that. However, I feel how I go.
Mhm.
These we watch these legends like build themselves up, build this ego of this legend of who they are, and then we watch them go and get cheated on and go slap comedians on stage, or we watch uh them try to be a comedian, but as soon as the joke is about them, they go and argue with another female on stage. Or from Kanye, you go and fucking stage and just beg for your wife. It's just all these stages of life, bro. So many stages.
It's mad dumb, bro. It's mad dumb. It's mad
So
dumb.
many stages. It's just what stage. You just gotta ask yourself when you wake up in the morning, you look at yourself in the mirror, what stage am I on? What stage am I at? Is this the beginning stage? Is this the middle stage? Am I in the ending stage? Am I declining? Is this the decline stage for me? Just be realistic of
Because you
what
got to be
stage
able
you're
to
at.
analyze your life and be like honest with
Truthfully,
yourself. Because
step
sometimes
outside of
things are just
yourself.
not for you anymore, and you just got to be able to sit there and
Step
be
out of
like,
that stage. Yeah.
this ain't for me no more. You know what
You
I'm
get off
saying?
this stage. This ain't
And
this
like
crowd ain't for me. This audience is not
you are
mine.
trying to find a spark so you can continue to be that nigga. Dog, you had your time. This is why like I can understand 50 Cent's attitude towards older niggas when he came in the game, bro. Cause he was
Mhm.
like, fuck y'all niggas. Like like why I gotta listen to y'all niggas? Like y'all are on the way out. I'm hot right now. And I'm gonna be for a
Facts.
while. Like I can understand, he had some other street shit going because he was just beefing with the
Right.
OGs
He
from like
had real reasons to say that.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But it makes
In
sense.
Ti's case, it's kind of fucked up too, because like your son is literally following in your footsteps right now.
He's
He's
making good
coming out with
music.
projects and he's
Mhm.
actually making good music and he's dope. And instead of facilitating the growth for him or making sure he's in place. You go on
You out here
this,
bullshitting.
you out here on this comedy tour like you're fucking Bruce, and I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. I don't get it. So it is what it is.
Actually,
But
I get it. It's like me wanting to do music again, right? Like, but I'm doing something that I've been known to do. So like, if you
it's
looking just
not
that,
out of
if
your
you're looking
lane
for that
though.
fulfillment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just go back to what you used to know. It's always going to be there for you. You can
It's
always drop
and
another album. You don't even have to drop an album. You can drop an EP if that's really what
facts.
you're looking for, and people's
Two
going
or
to
three
receive that shit.
songs.
You know what I
Two
mean?
or
Because you
three
Ti, who
songs.
are you? Ti, you told us you was the king, my nigga. Then act like it.
You could go on Twitch and perform every day for the rest of your life and have a fan base that'll give you donations directly to you every day. But it's like, I guess
Then not
you
with the
just want
times.
that. You want that comedy clout now because comedians got the real clout now. That's why it's like so many issues with things that they say from Dave Chappelle to Chris Rock is like because they really got that clout of like they can say
Mhm.
what they want, and as long as you laugh or you understand that there's a joke, that shit could go off. But some fucked up weird times we're in, and I fucking hate it here. So, but yeah, we put up a poll. I don't think we got too many questions, or
We got one.
that works. That works.
Shout out to I am Acquiesce. I think that's how you say your name. Or
Wes,
Acquiesce. Something like that. But listen,
get it right.
shout out to you, brother, because this is a good question.
Hmm.
So the question was, do we think that cancel culture will get better or worse?
Do we think cancel culture will get better or worse from I am Quez or I am Acquiesce?
Acquiesce.
Do we think
Oh,
we'll
that's
get it'll
fine.
get? I think things are moving on a pendulum, so things are like swinging back and forth. And right now, things have swung like so far over that everyone's trying to like cancel people for weird shit, like cancel people for saying Merry Christmas or Happy Holiday type shit, like just weird shit. And then it'll calm down and it'll just start to swing back the other way where no one's getting canceled and then people are doing like ridiculous shit and getting away with everything. And then we're going to start canceling people and then we're going to over cancel and it's just going to swing back and forth. So better or worse depends on, are you one of the people getting canceled or not? That's one aspect of it. Do you like those people that are getting canceled? That's another aspect of it. And
Can you
um
separate the person from the art?
that too. That too. Is it going to affect you personally if that person gets canceled or not? So it's really subjective how you look at it, better or worse. But right now, I think it got kind of better after the Chappelle shit because Netflix stood by him and was like, "Fuck what y'all saying. I don't care if y'all, we don't care if our own
This nigga made us
employees."
mad money. He know what he doing. Like,
Yo, they
we
like
are
a deal
not
is a
taking this
deal.
shit down. He's like,
They
we
said
going
a
to protect
deal is
freedom
a
of speech.
deal, and we gave him another deal on top of that. So y'all just gonna have to like not watch it because he said
And
what he
it's
said. We stand
yeah.
by it. So,
Mhm.
but I think as long as people are not being hateful,
Yeah.
you should you be able to say what you say. But the problem is a lot of people are being hateful. It's a lot of hateful shit. It's so many like for every support group you think there's like a hate group for it. Like, and it's so weird. Like, if you think there's a group for people who love feet, there's a support group for people who fucking hate feet and they just want people to like never show their feet or for sandals to be illegal type shit. Like, it's weird shit in this world that you would never think, but it's really fucking out there. So yeah, that's what I got to say with that. Shout out to the question. We're gonna try to do these polls a little bit more. We're
Hold
switching
on,
it
nigga. I
up
didn't even
for
answer the
the
question, nigga. Let me tell you something was happening.
oh shit. All right, go
This
ahead.
nigga eyes for you just kept going. I was like, but that was some fire ass points though. I really like
Mm-hmm.
your explanation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Go
But
for
I'm
it.
gonna say it's getting worse. But here's my take on it though, right? The people who's doing the canceling is getting
Mm-hmm.
canceled. We just found out that like the Black Lives Matter bought a $6
Oh
million
shit.
house with those donations,
I
right?
know.
Niggas is gonna be like, so this is where all like listen,
Them
the people
donations
who are
went
pointing the
fucking
fingers
scandalous,
are
bro.
going to get the fingers
Forgot
pointed
about
back at
that.
them. And this is what's going to happen. When we start looking at all the people who are supposed to be our heroes and they're getting canceled for something either the same as the people they were canceling or they were trying just to be virtue signalers and use
Mhm.
that as a way to keep eyes away from their dirt, like people are going to start being like, fuck all that shit. Like we're not even going to be doing this shit no more, right? And then we'll, like you said, maybe it connects with you. It's gonna go back to being
Mhm.
people can do whatever the fuck they want,
And no
but
one's gonna get
but
canceled.
they're gonna have to deal with the consequences of that shit if something pops off. Like if a
Right.
white person says nigga
Mhm.
anywhere, I'm not gonna put my
They
hands
get
on him.
their ass
But the
beat, right?
minute the first person does, I might throw a tomato can at his head, and then I'm running the other
It's
opposite
that
way.
tidal wave of them getting their ass beat.
You know what I'm saying? Because things like, yo, you can have freedom of speech. That doesn't give you freedom of consequences. And people will be
Facts.
like, oh, how come you don't believe that with Chris Rock? Because Chris Rock came there to roast niggas. And
Not
because
even
a
that.
nigga
It,
and a
it, it
nigga was
wasn't
having a
done.
mental breakdown because his wife is fucking up niggas and he doesn't know how to deal with it. Now he want to
See,
take that on poor little Chris Rock.
and
Come
that's
on, bro.
that's exactly what it was. We obviously saw this was a slap from some other reasoning that he saw an opening to be that aggressive for. And to hit someone that doesn't want to fight is like just such a bully ass, pussy ass thing to do. Like he obviously is not there to fight you. He obviously did not want or expect a confrontation or physical interaction. That he didn't even put his hand up to block it. Like if you think someone about to slap you, you at least like jerk your neck or something so
Nigga,
you don't
he's
get the whole
lucky.
hand.
He
He
nigga,
just
I
stood
would
there
have
and got
asked for my do
slapped.
rag, nigga. I would have put my waves under my head, bro. I would have mopped the floor with that nigga.
And then let Will walk away. Like I would have chased him down and fucking dragon kicked him in the neck after that, bro.
And
Like
here's the other fucked up thing, right? I
it's
can't believe we got
different,
back to
bro.
this. But think about it
It
like
just
this too,
it all
right?
comes back. It all comes back to
But
the
think about this,
slap,
right?
bro.
He
The slap
said
heard
he
around the
thought
world.
he felt like King Richard protecting his own. Yo,
Protecting
the
his
nigga
family.
came out a couple of days was like,
You
nah, nigga, I would have never slapped that nigga.
and how you channeling someone that's not dead? This nigga's not dead. You ain't pulling spirits of alive people and saying you're him now. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
You
You
see, you're
got up there
doing
and
the
told
same thing
that
that
weird
he's doing.
sob
He's ignoring the
story.
real issue. He's ignoring
Facts.
6 kids that he left behind. You're ignoring
Facts.
the fact that you got a lot of trauma and that the person that you with is making the situation worse for you.
The person you're with is your trigger. You have a disorder, and literally the person you're with, every time they're either open their mouth, you're triggered. And you go on some emotional spiral, and this
I
time
got
it
to
led
figure
to
out who I
violence.
was doing
Now,
Ayasaka, doing
now,
all
now
these other things, like
but see, now I wonder, like, are you throwing
jumping
shit
off
at
the
home?
tallest building in Dubai. Like, are you kidding
Are
me?
you are you fucking yeah? You looking for that thrill to like scream out your emotional? Listen, why do we keep fucking getting back to this nigga shit, man? God bless you, Will. You're going through shit I couldn't even fathom. I'm sure, but
But guess what, though?
we wish you the best, my bro.
No, no, no. But guess what, though?
What?
He's still a bitch ass nigga. Anyway,
Oh
y'all
my
know
god,
what
I
it
don't
is,
want.
bro. It's the I Hate It Here podcast. It's your boy Kev.
It's your boy Russ.
We out this motherfucker.
God damn.
Fuck Will Smith.
Got the nigga.